Hey everybody, it's Daxani and welcome back. For today's video, I wanted to show you all my designs that I did for this art challenge that went around on Instagram called #MagicMoonWeek, and it started on January 14th. This art challenge was created by these amazing women illustrators on Instagram. I will also be putting their info in the description box as well, so make sure to check them out. So what is Magic Moon Week? Well, I'll go ahead and read off the description written by one of the creators, Claire Pruvos, which I probably pronounced wrong and I apologize for that. Feel free to correct me if you guys know the pronunciation. But yeah, the description says, "Sisters of the Moon, it's time to connect with your feminine energy and let your creativity flow. The theme is women, our magical bodies, and the moon." I've always loved the moon, and recently I've been studying about the moon phases and the magic of the moon phases, along with crystals and spells and all that good stuff. So when I saw this prompt, I thought it was definitely fun, challenging, and magical. Pun totally intended. For day one, the prompt was the moon. I knew what I wanted to draw. But I had a hard time choosing colors. I didn't know what colors I wanted to use for this particular one. So I ended up going on Pinterest and I think I typed in either universe color palette or moon color palette, magic moon color, something around, those words. And then so I ended up finding it was a makeup color palette that ended up popping up. So the main colors that you see now is what I ended up getting. And also I decided to kind of steer out of my comfort zone, and I decided to do a side profile, which I normally don't do because I hate drawing side profiles, and I'm pretty satisfied with this one. Of course, I do believe that I think it could be better. I do recognize the mistakes. I don't know, I just think it's kind of odd looking, but I think it's more in the mouth. It could be just the mouth, I think, in this side profile. But yeah, I basically, for this day one prompt, since it's moon, I figured she should have stars in her hair to make it kind of like she's one with the universe, some type of way, and of course with the moon shining in the background. But yeah, this is what day one looks like. For day two, the prompt was magic. The first couple things that came to mind were crystals, Book of Shadows, and pentacles. Yet I decided not to go with the crystal theme because I wanted to put it to use in another prompt that I had an idea for, which you will all see in part 2 of this Magic Moon Week video. And now I'm realizing I forgot to state that in the beginning of this vid, but yeah, this video is a two-parter, so stay tuned for the second video. Moving on. So for this magic prompt, I obviously went with the Book of Shadows theme. I made it look like the one that I have, which is simple, nothing too fancy schmancy. It just has a golden pentacle that I drew on it, which I added here in this drawing. This prompt definitely gave me the opportunity to have a character interact with an object. I wish I would have saved my photo I took of myself holding my Book of Shadows as a reference to show you, but I deleted the picture, so I don't have it anymore. But yeah, drawing her holding the book actually wasn't as complicated as I thought it would be. I really do love how it came out, especially since I added hands in the drawing, and hands can be a pain in the butt. It's a pain in the membrane, so but this time it wasn't as stressful, so that was shocking. It was pretty chill. However, the main issue I do have with this drawing is the hair. Not the color, but the direction I chose to go with it. I wanted to make her seem like it's floating due to the magical wind that appeared when she opened up her Book of Shadows. I don't know, I love drawing hair, I love coloring hair, but I've never really tried to experiment with hair movement, with, you know, hair being affected by wind or something like that, which just occurred to me until this prompt. So this was different and it was complicated, but you know, I pushed through, and honestly, I'm hoping to put that on my list of like doing hair, letting it flow, whether if it's in water or being affected by wind or some sort, you know. So yeah, lesson learned. That is the next goal. I will do more of that on the side in my sketchbook. But anyways, oh, and I also added some magical sparkles coming out of the book to kind of add on to the wind effect that's coming out from the book as well. So yeah, this was day 2, magic. Next is day 3, mood. I almost copped out and only focused on facial expression and was only going to draw a bust, but I wanted to get body movement involved. Even though this drawing doesn't include a full body, which I'm working my way up to do eventually one of these days, I managed to draw full arms and hands, so yay, you know, gotta pat myself on the back. And once again, I had this character work with an object, this being the coffee cup in her hand. When I thought of the word mood, I thought of coffee. I love coffee. Who doesn't like coffee? You know, I'm also a tea drinker as well. You know, you can't drink coffee every day because it's just not healthy. But anyways, yes, I love coffee. So I decided to incorporate it in this drawing for this prompt, but you know, have her accidentally spill the coffee. At first, I was thinking of a calming mood, but then I thought, nah, let's make her have a bit of an attitude because someone disturbed her morning coffee, and I'm sure most of you can relate to the whole do not disturb until I've had my cup of coffee. So yeah, you know, that's definitely a mood. Besides the coffee, I gave her ear pods. I personally don't own those expensive gadgets, but sometimes I wish I did, but I'm broke. But yeah, the AirPods were added to the mood that she was in. You know, perhaps she just got her cup of coffee, she's listening to some of her favorite jams, and someone decided to disturb her before she could get a taste of that warm caffeinated beverage. You know, no one likes that. Ugh, go away. Those people are annoying, especially when you got your AirPods in. You know, when someone's got their AirPods or, you know, earphones in, they obviously don't want to be disturbed, so don't talk to them. No, please don't. I also gave my character a citron crystal in her ear along with a pentacle necklace to represent the witchy vibes within this art challenge. And when I tend to draw a lot of females, I always draw them with their hair down or in a bun or 2 buns, but never in a braid. So this time I decided to go with the braid, and honestly, I love how it came out. I think I want to draw more braids now in my art. Overall, I think this one was my favorite one that I did out of the Magic Moon Week. There's something about the colors and the outline, even the vibe, you know, was just super cool. And, you know, I also want to thank everyone who showed up in my live stream on TikTok, on the TikTok app, to help me decide on the colors for this drawing. I had no idea what I wanted to do for the hair color, and you all gave me a bunch of good options. But of course, I eventually went, you know, with the majority vote for that pink orangish, that pink orange coral colored hair. There we go, I cannot speak, but yeah. Also, real quick, I want to give a quick shout out to Mint Coffee on TikTok because they encouraged me to go back and fix the hands. I almost gave up and left it looking a mess, but I was broadcasting and, you know, Mint Coffee showed up in the broadcast, who's also an artist, by the way, and they encouraged me greatly. So if you're listening to this, Mint Coffee, thank you again for pushing me and making me do better. Thank you for making me a better artist. On top of that, Mint Coffee asked if they could draw this character as well, and I said sure. So this is what my character ended up looking like in their style, which is so flipping awesome. So if you have TikTok, please follow Mint Coffee. They also have an Instagram account and a YouTube channel, which I will go ahead and link below in the description box. So please check out Mint Coffee, y'all. finally, to end part 1 of this video, this was day 4, the prompt being sensuality. I struggled a lot with this particular topic because I just had no idea what to draw. I didn't really know how else to describe sensuality without thinking of nudity. I went to the hashtag and I saw people do a lot of artwork of nude women, which is not a problem, you know, but I personally don't feel comfortable drawing nudity myself. I appreciate other artists that do it because, you know, it's a beautiful thing. I love seeing nude sculptures, paintings, etc. But I just won't do it myself because that's just me, myself, and I. You know, that's just not the type of art that I want to do. But anyways, this prompt actually made me sit down and really think, like, what do I consider to be sensual in my opinion? And it took a long time, but I ended up thinking about a rose. Rose in the color red, or like a deep red, like a wine color. I adore roses, and roses are my favorite flowers. Thus, I wanted to draw a woman holding a rose, and I even drew her in a sensual pose, exposing her shoulders and even, you know, I guess being somewhat nude, just being covered by the universe, because I ended up like making this wrap around her breasts, and it's like kind of like as if the universe is kind of part of her in a way. That's kind of how I wanted to portray that. Now, the bottom part of the drawing that she's emerging from, that can totally be up to your interpretation, of course. I specifically drew the bottom portion like a rose. However, I will say that I wanted her to seem as though she's being born out of this rose. You know, that can be represented as the female's vag, the cooch, the part where babies come out of, whatever term you wish to use. You all know what I'm talking about anyways. So yeah. Her hair, honestly, I really loved how I drew and colored her hair in this. And especially the color I gave it, it was like that really nice wine color that I wanted. So that ended up working out. And then I wanted to add some freckles to her skin. I don't know, I love freckles. I have a little bit of freckles on my face, but not a whole bunch. Thinking back at this prompt, at the word sensuality, I've come to realize that sensuality doesn't have to be in relation to nudity or adult-rated things. It can be anything. It can be like, you know, chocolate. Like, I love chocolate. Chocolate puts me in a mood, you know. It's just like, it makes me feel good. You know, that's just how I feel when I receive chocolate, you know. My curly hair, my long curly hair makes me feel sensual, you know. I feel sexy. I think I look cute. My curly hair is part of me. It's part of what makes me feel good. It's in relation to sensuality. And I'm speaking for myself, you know. For anybody else, I mean, it can be whatever you wear, your fashion sense, that could be part of your sensuality, you know. So sensuality can be anything. Well, this is it for part 1 of Magic Moon Week. Comment down below and let me know which piece was your favorite. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye!